What year is it? I really, honestly, the other day almost had to ask what the year was. It's only 9 o'clock here in the morning, and I feel like I've been to the hardware store like 45 times, and I've only really came twice. The electricians at our house today, they're still working on the roof, but when you have workers come to your house, you want them to get done everything they can because you don't know when they're coming back. If you're building or renovating, you probably know what I'm talking about. Everyone's busy. Yesterday, I was hanging out with Briley, so I didn't have a lot of time to do stuff because they're leaving for camp today, so she had to get some stuff, and now, back at it. Can you put an oven in a closet? But in all seriousness, we have this extra pantry because we moved our laundry room to the back of the house. I'm like waving this around. This is what I needed at Home Depot. No one knew what it was. Do you guys know what this is? Any guesses? What was I saying? Oh, so I don't really want to put the oven where where's the smart way to put it, because there's like a plug already there. I want to move it because if I put it where the plug is, it's going to block part of the wall that we opened up. So can I just put it in the pantry where like we moved the laundry out of that little room? So I could put the oven in there, right? The one that doesn't need a vent. It's like an in the wall oven. Don't tell Trav. He's going to be like, no, we can't put the oven in the pantry. And then he's going to want another fan or something, or like a comfy sofa or a fridge with an ice maker. So it turns out the thing I went to the hardware for twice today, I had here at home. You know those lights that I painted that I no longer wanted to use after I painted them, and they were like brand new lights, so now I have these lights that are painted that I'm not going to use. I had one on each of those. So we're going to use those for the lights above the bookshelf, which won't be installed for quite some time because I have to paint them or like use rub and buff or something on them. But he did hang these in the kitchen. See, we hung them here on this part. There's holes everywhere. There are holes everywhere in our house. I told Joe we might as well just rip out all the drywall and start over. This, I don't even know if we're keeping these now that I've sanded them all down. I mean, we're gonna keep the cabinets, but we might reface them with whatever's going in the corners here. We have all of this in here again because we were trying to figure out configuration. But I really like how these lights look up here. I think they're so cute. They weren't gonna be big enough for in there. I think they would have looked funny hanging from that part, so we put them over the bar there. And we couldn't really hang them into the beam, so it worked out they came with these little things which stuck out from the beam, and now they just hang down over the beam. It's like they were meant to be here. It's funny, I keep feeling like this one's higher than this one, but it's not. But on the phone, I feel like it looks like it is too. It must just be the angle. Initially, we were gonna hang them in here where the track lighting is, but then I had Trav hold it up there and it just didn't look big enough for the space, and I really like them over the bar here. So it all worked out. These are the lights I'm planning on using above the bookshelf, and I also figured out when we hang them up there, if we don't move the holes higher, this will hang below that little line right there. More holes coming. I love the mismatch lighting, but I'm not so sure I love the mismatch colors. So I actually was gonna have him hang them, and I'm like, no, don't. I'm gonna paint them because I don't want to get them up there and then not like the mismatch colors, and then I'll have to tape them all off and paint them while they're on the wall. And I figured I'm gonna like them just as much if I probably will spray paint them black and then paint them with like a gold rub and buff to make them look antique-y. And then all the colors will be the same, but they'll still be mismatched. I've been super busy, but not too busy to get more vintage rugs. This is another rug from Burak at Kilmrug Home. I showed that other runner to you guys at one time. He has amazing prices on vintage rugs, and they're just gorgeous. This has to be one of my favorite vintage rugs that I have. I love the details and the colors, the mutedness of it. Oh, so pretty. He also sent this one. Oh, it looks so good in here. And the chandelier and the brick wall. Ah, Have I said I love vintage rugs before? I don't know if I've said that. These lines will eventually come out. It's just because I just opened the rug and that's how they were shipped. I am amazed at both of these. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. I know a lot of you got rugs last time that I shared his shop, and he said he would love to see your rug photos. If you have any of your rugs in your house that you would like to share, send him a DM with a picture or feedback. He said he would love that. He also has breadboards. These are the real dealio, my friends. I've never had a real actual breadboard. I think all the ones that I've had in the past have been like reproductions. And look at the character on these. And his prices on these compared to other places or shops, they're good. I know you guys will love his shop. If you haven't checked it out, please head over. He's got lots of different rugs, neutral ones, colorful ones, so many good things in his shop. Some other things that I found while I was out thrifting, I found this today. Don't you think it looks like ancient and French? It's probably worth $1 million and I don't even know it. I saw a bunch of you sent me that one that the girl got something similar to this at a thrift store, and it was like an ancient artifact or something from a, well, I guess, I don't know if it's called an artifact, but from like a museum or something. I got this huge mortar and pestle, a Lazy Susan, a turntable for those of you named Susan. One of you always sends me a message when I talk about Lazy Susans, which is not often. You say it's a turntable, not a Lazy Susan. I got that when I got those kitchen lights. They sold it for $12 because of this right here. I mean, you can crack more things that I buy if you're gonna sell it for that cheap. Some of you might remember that. This cute little basket. This is like some sort of sparkly stone spoon rest. Another swan, of course. Thought I could put plates in that maybe. I think this basket is cute. I know I'm gonna get some not positive feedback about this basket, but I like it. And then I got this cute watercolor in a frame. I also found all these art books for half off, and I can totally find a place for them in here, Trav, somewhere. Except this one on top. This is from my friend Melissa at the Inspired Room. If you guys aren't following her, please go check out her feed. You are missing out if you are not following Melissa. She is super sweet, but has just gorgeous style. She shares so many different things. She's super talented. Melissa is always inspiring me with her design tips and ideas. I get lost in her feed. It's just, like I said, she does so many gorgeous things. I'll put the link for her book here. I love it. I can't wait to sit down, for one, and to sit down with this book. Highly, highly recommend this book. Thank you so much, Melissa. Oh, yum. Check this out. We have so many. So before I caught the guys trying to drag the stuff out of our kitchen when they were taking it out, they were like dragging it across the floor, and I was like, oh no, we're keeping the floors. But now we have scratch marks all over. I mean, not just here, but like stones will get drug in, and I know this saltillo is hard to, it's like not fun to upkeep. If you have any ideas of how to get out scratch marks, I know we haven't really like cleaned it or anything since it's been scratched, so we do need to do that. But any ideas, put them in this box, please. And a bunch of you are telling me this is for toast. I love it all the more now. That is so cool. I can find room for another one of these, right? I found this today too, I almost forgot. It was $30. It's an old desk. Look at the nail holes. Super cute.